WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station.
What's good, y'all? What's good? It's your boy Moejoe. Is Dig This on Windy City Underground, your music, your station. Hope y'all had a good week, man. Hope y'all had a really good week. It's been a lot going on. Son of a gun. It's been a lot going on, man, and we'll talk a little bit about it. Hope y'all had a great week, like I said. We're gonna get right into it because I'm about 20 minutes late getting started. But anyway, we're gonna get right to word on the street, man. There's a lot been going on. I don't know, maybe I'll be showing my age saying this or whatever, but I don't care. For those of you who know, Nanda Lewis, she passed away. I guess she was fighting breast cancer. I think that's what she was fighting. I think she was fighting breast cancer. And prayers to her family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I believe she had kids too. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all don't remember Nanda Lewis, she was I believe MTV host, one of the only black MTV hosts back in the day. A VJ or whatever they called him. So rest in peace. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the stool. And yes, sir. Shout out to people on TikTok watching right now. Anybody on YouTube and or Facebook. Shout out to y'all. But yeah, so yeah, she was a VJ on MTV. So yeah, prayers and whatnot go out to her, man, and her family. Also, Sly Stone passed away. Sly Stone was another one that passed away. It was crazy how it happened because I guess it happened or they announced it during the BT Awards. And so as they doing all the memoriams or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx go through talking about how it could have been him and everything else and feeling his feelings or whatever. Some come across my phone on Instagram talking about Sly Stone passed away. So again, peace and blessings to his family. Prayers to their family and whatnot, all positive energy going that direction. So other than that, the BT Awards, let's talk about that real quick. Just want to get into that. Those of you who saw it, I ain't watching the award show in so long. It's been a long time since I watched an award show. It's been a very, very, very long time since I watched an award show. I stopped watching them a while back. I think I turned it on when the Oscars came on. I always seem to turn it on in the right times for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the BT Awards to me, man, was kind of sloppy. I ain't gonna lie. BT Awards are sloppy. BT Awards had a little bit too many mistakes for those of you who saw it. It was times when they didn't have the teleprompter up right. A couple times they had to wing it. A couple dead silence moments. You might expect something like that out of me because, you know what I'm saying, this is, you know, what it is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I ain't BET. You feel me? I'm doing most of this stuff by myself. So you can you might would expect something like that from here or from me at least. You know what I'm saying? But not BET. You would think they had like some really good people that's gonna make sure everything is lined up the way it's supposed to be lined up and it's gonna get put out properly. But I will say, and I ain't seen a lot in a while, but I will say this show, BET Award show, was better than maybe any of the ones I've seen. Maybe because people that highlighted three different people. Mariah Carey, I think it was four. Four of them got that honor. I think it was Mariah Carey, Snoop, and it was one other person at least. Mariah Carey, Snoop, and somebody else. I can't remember right now. Appreciate y'all liking the live. Brenda, what's up, my boy? What's good? What's good? But to me, it just was a little bit sloppily done, but it also was done well. You know what I mean? Definitely was done well. So that was that with the BET Awards. For those who don't know, this is it's Friday the 13th. Today is Friday the 13th, y'all. You know what I'm saying? For y'all that don't know, this is going to be the only Friday the 13th of the year. So for those of y'all like Halloween and a little spooky stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Get your kicks in here in June, because it's the only one we're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all liking the live. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's the only one we're going to end up getting. So enjoy it. I ain't really, too superstitious, but Friday the 13th was one of the things I was kind of nervous about, you know what I'm saying? So, but you got some people who be into, they really into the, the goth thing, or the whole dark thing, you know what I'm saying? They gotta have that going on well for them. But yeah, so enjoy it. That's the only one we're getting in a year. Another thing that's going on, Antonio Brown, man, he another dude that I'd be sick of hearing about, man. But I guess he's one I gotta watch how I say this, because he's another one that is a disappointment to me. You know what I'm saying? And they say he got some stuff going on in his head or whatever, you know what I'm saying, from the playing football or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He played it more than I did and longer than I did, and probably at a higher level. So maybe he does got something going on. But the man is wanted in Miami-Dade County for attempted unaliving. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say it properly. So attempted unaliving. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's something that happened back in March or whatever. But now they looking for him as a person of interest or whatever. And to me, man, it just seemed like we always talking about this dude every few months, and it's never in a good light. You never hear him talking about, or hear him talk about his the arena football team. Man got a whole arena football team. You know what I'm saying? So you would think he would move a little differently, move more like a businessman, but he moving more like somebody who doesn't got all his screws together and wish he wouldn't play football and stayed in the streets or whatever. I don't know. That's what it's giving to me though. You know what I'm saying? But it's wild, man, with this dude. Like I say, every time he got something going on, it's negative. So but yeah, man, that's the word on the street, So let's get into the topic of the day. So for those of y'all who don't know, appreciate y'all liking the live, like the live, share the live, y'all. Appreciate y'all. For those of y'all who don't know, today's topic is parents who teach their kids not to date outside their race. What made me want to bring this topic up is I had a conversation with a couple people on the TikTok panel that I be on or whatever, and they had some strong feelings about, you know what I'm saying, what they felt about that, you know what I'm saying, about dating outside the race and their kids, if they do it and everything else, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to see if I can get a couple of them will come up on TikTok or whatever. I can link them up, and then we can have them up here. But we'll see if we can make that happen. Anybody on TikTok that wants to comment on the topic for today, you know what I'm saying, just hit the request button, and then we'll get you up here, and then we'll have the conversation. You can say your piece, you know what I'm saying. But so I'm gonna say my piece for right now. Then we might take a quick little break. But my piece, is for me. I don't really see a huge problem in it, right? You know what I'm saying? I can see how some people may look at it and assume, and assume it not to be a good thing. But for me, I think, you know what I'm saying, if that black woman ain't loving me right now, white woman would, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Me personally, though, I'm after somebody melanated, you know what I'm saying, in some form of fashion, you know what I'm saying. I need you to be, you're gonna be Hispanic, Asian, mixed something, you're gonna be something, right? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. But I don't knock anyone who feels another way. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, have I dated outside my race? Yes, I have. You know what I'm saying? Way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But to me, it wasn't something that I wanted to keep on going. What's up, Barbie? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? It wasn't something that I wanted to continue. You know what I'm saying? And after I had my couple experiences, it was like, I'm cool, you know. So for me, I don't knock nobody to do it. To me, I feel like as a black man, the greatest gift in the world, or the greatest thing to conquer in the world, is a black woman in some way, form, or fashion. That's just me. I believe that's the greatest gift a black man has on this world is a black woman. Not to say that it ain't no dope black white women or Hispanic women or Asian women out here that's awesome too. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? A couple of people who feel differently. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they're not gonna raise their kids to, and they will not date outside the race or raise their kids to do it. So my parents didn't teach me that. My parents didn't teach me, hey, don't date outside your race. You know what I'm saying? I would say it was kind of something that was sort of implied, but it wasn't something that they was like, no, we ain't rocking with you no more if you do that. You know what I mean? What's up, y'all on the TikTok? Appreciate y'all coming in. Biggest, what's good, Mona? Lady Queen, what's happening? Chocolate. If y'all got any comments y'all want to make, you know what I'm saying, make them down there, or y'all can request and I can Bluetooth you right on and I'll put you right on the radio. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? My parents didn't teach me that. You know what I'm saying? Like at growing up, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really a thing I had. I didn't really have a thing for Caucasian women or white women or whatever. My thing was Hispanic women. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate the heart me. Thank you. That was really what I was into. I was into, you know what I'm saying, Hispanic women. I grew up in an area where there was a lot of Hispanic people, you know what I'm saying? And so it was black and Hispanic people all day, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where my interest, you know what I'm saying, held, you know, but I don't knock anybody who wants what they want. You want what you want, right? You know what I'm saying? You deal with what you deal with. Thank you. That's just me in my opinion. I got other people, you know what I'm saying, they feel like, you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm not rocking with the other side. Me and mine is gonna stay black, me and mine gonna stay white, me and mine gonna stay Asian, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? There's people out here that feel that way. Me personally, like I say, I can't do that to people, because at the end of the day, we all bleed red, right? When the lights go out, it all damn near feel the same, right? So why the hell would I discriminate against somebody who, in the end of the day, we pretty much the same people. Now, history tells us something different. History tells us that, you know what I'm saying, they did us wrong and did this, that, and the third and everything else. All these different races don't even like black people like that, right? To me, I can't hold my homeboy accountable for his history. What I can do is make sure, you know, that he's gonna be a real friend or whatever, whether black, white, Asian, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and respect me, as far as, you know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna use no N-words. We ain't gonna make no, you know what I'm saying, unsavory jokes, you know what I'm saying, about race or anything like that, right? You know what I'm saying? We can joke all day, but we're not gonna make those type of jokes and whatnot, right? We're gonna keep it to a minimum, you know. And me too, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna show that man the same respect, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show that woman the same respect, you know. But like I said, that's just me. I don't know. Let me check and see if we got any comments here. Lero, what's good? Lero De Niro just popped in. Fill you in right quick. We just went over word in the street, man. We was talking about some of the things that's been going on. You know, Ananda Lewis passing away. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What you got, 3 over there?
Yep, my 3.
No doubt. Yeah. So you know, Amanda Lewis passed away. Sly Stone passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I think during the BET Awards. You know,
during
I was watching it and it came up on my screen, and then they even said it at the end, because I think it happened that same day. He passed on the 9th.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the same day. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring the shout out my homeboy Lero. He slid in, you know, he's gonna talk about the topic with us a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, so another thing real quick before I go back into this, because we're gonna talk about this the whole rest of the time. I want to talk about the black farmers under attack in Colorado with no police help, bro. It's this farmer and there's other farmers, but this one in particular, I can't remember his name, but I should have wrote his name down. But y'all can look it up. It's on my.
For real?
It's for real, bro. Yeah, so back in 2023, this guy and his wife bought a farm down there. I forget the name of it. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute when we take the break so I can bring it back up. But bought a farm down there. You know what I'm saying? And they've been getting like their cattle and stuff like let out. They've been getting their cattle gutted and everything else, unaliving their cattle and every. I'm talking about poisoning they dogs. Like it's been going down over there at least on their ranch. Yeah.
What are we purging now?
That's what I'm saying. So I guess what I'm assuming is that somebody wanted that property. Mm-hmm. They wanted to keep that property, you know what I'm saying, this color, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And a brother came in there and bought it up and they don't like it. That's the only thing I can assume. You know what I'm saying? It's bogus, it's petty as hell, but
petty.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was the one I was looking. I thought I finished up, man. That was the last one that I needed to bring up, though. But yeah, that the police not helping. They arrested him for
the actual wait.
Yes, they arrested him for
this is crazy.
I guess it was some crazy type of like trick, bro. Like it wasn't had nothing. It wasn't even really criminal. Right. It had something to do with his farm, and they slapped the book or they hit him with the book and put him in the cages. His wife the same. They arrested her too, but she was able to make bond. You know what I'm saying?
The wife?
No, she us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She us. So really real. What's good, boy? What's good, real? So she got out at a $2,000 bond.
Right.
He had court. They raised his bond to $6,000. Why would you raise? Like, what is going on? Why is you raising this bond?
Is what city is this in?
This is in Colorado.
That's why.
This is in Colorado. Yeah, man.
The atheist.
Man, bro. I'm telling you.
The atheism.
Yeah, bro.
That's what we gonna call it, man. It's heavy atheism, man.
It's crazy. Another thing I forgot to mention. I told you I be having all kinds of stuff, bro, and I be forgetting sometimes.
Right.
So the skulls of 19 Black Americans returned to New Orleans after 150 years in Germany.
The skulls?
Yes, the skulls.
Why was the skulls over there?
Bruh.
In Germany.
I'm going to explain. So after 150 years in Germany, the skulls of 19 Black Americans taken from New Orleans in 1870s for racist scientific research have finally been returned home. These individuals passed away. I gotta say it like that because TT passed away at Charity Hospital between 1871 and 1872. Their remains were stolen and shipped to Leipzig University, I guess college in Germany or whatever, yeah, where they were used in phrenology, FPHREN ology, whatever that is, and to debunk pseudoscience designed to prove white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? So on May 31st, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans honored them with a jazz funeral, multi-faith ceremony led by Dillard University. They were laid to rest at the Hurricane Katrina Memorial. It's kind of off, right? It's kind of off, right?
None of this is adding up.
So this isn't just about history. It's about justice, memory, and dignity for lives dehumanized and death and unalive. Dehumanized and unalive. I can't. That didn't even sound right? But I gotta say it like that.
Dehumanized and unalive.
Yeah, because I can't say what they're actually saying. But,
right.
Yeah, but it's the truth still echoes. So before I go back into the original topic, man,
you just messed me up.
That's some crazy work. Like it was so much to unpackage with that, right?
And here I am doing research about the floods in San Antonio, Texas.
You feel?
Because that's something I ain't been hearing a lot about, but it's actually going on. And never mind.
What's up? They're not talking about it. Exactly. They're not talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So anyway, to me, them heads to me, right?
Right. Back to these skulls.
Yeah, they heads, right? Like the body has been, you know what I'm saying? The body's gone. So they just kept heads, right? So would we want to take them and do something with them, or do we want to take them and cremate them, or do we why do we want to put them back? And then I don't know. if
What's the point of keeping the skull?
Yeah. I mean, I know they laid on the rest next to Hurricane Katrina stuff or whatever, but it's just kind of off. I don't know how I would feel about that, being in New Orleans, or however you say that, right?
New Orleans. New Orleansian.
New Orleanian or whatever.
New Orleanian. Oh, my
you know what I'm saying? Hold on, Mona, how you say that shit? I mean, how you say that? She stay down there. But anyway.
To my people in my life, how do y'all say
how y'all say
New
Orleanians?
Like,
we say
Chicagoans,
right?
Or Indian,
Indianian,
Indiana,
or we call them a Hoosier.
Hoosiers.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, to me, that's some wild stuff there, bro. That's some wild stuff. To really want them heads. To me, to want them heads that bad and bring them back and lay them the rest the way you did, it seemed like you might have been fighting for it for a while.
They was over there.
They had to have known. Like this, to me, like I say, they had to have known this already, and then now we just, bringing it to light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And or they finally got what they wanted. Like they wanted them bodies back.
Yeah.
And what you had left was heads. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that's some wild stuff, man. That's some wild stuff. I cannot. I don't even know how to. When I read it, bro, I was trying to figure out how I was gonna talk about it. I can't lie, because there's a lot there. There's a lot that I don't know if I should say, and I don't want to sound bogus for saying it, and a lot of that,
Yes, it's a lot of that.
Anyway, let me throw the paper again. Hold on, wrong way. Anyway, so the topic, man, back into the topic. You know what I'm saying? Parents teaching their kids not to date outside their race.
Yeah.
Like I say, I gave my opinion about it already. I'm not.
Can you just because I just
I'm gonna give it again. Yeah. So like I say, my opinion was, to me, first off, for me, I don't knock anybody who want to do whatever you're doing to make you happy, right?
Yes, sir.
She make you happy. She doing what you want her to do. You smile. You put a smile on her face. Cool.
Or
she, whatever. I ain't discriminating. Whatever y'all doing.
You have a daughter or a son.
I'm really talking about me in particular compared to other men and women. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going into the parenting thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, right?
Right.
So with that being said, I don't never discriminate. Me, I know what I like. I like a melanated woman, whether it's Asian, whether it's Blasian, whether it's Blackanese, whether it's Chinese, whether it's mulatto, Movado, or soprano. It is. And even the last one wasn't right, but it don't matter. What I was trying to say is,
wait a minute. I had your 10 here. We got two.
Yeah, I caught you on that one, but yeah.
What's up, Kappa?
Kappa, what's good? What's good?
Happy Father's Day.
I appreciate you, my dog. Yeah, Father's Day coming up too, man.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
The day that they like to forget.
But yeah, so. No, what is this? I don't want that.
Yeah, I'm trying to say you.
I'm trying to put the damn ticker on.
Oh yeah, put that up there. So what that does is it shows the comments automatically.
Yeah. I didn't see it pop up, so I thought I didn't click it right. But anyway, but yeah, for me, I'm not gonna discriminate, right? I'm not gonna be tripping on nobody who decides that they want to deal with whoever they want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because I deal with whoever I want to deal with. Yeah. I had a couple persuasions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Yeah. Wasn't really an enjoyable situation, but I have, you know what I'm saying? And I don't knock nobody to do that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, ain't nothing like no melanated woman. Ain't nothing like no black woman. Ain't nothing like a black woman to a black man. Ain't nothing for us better to conquer, right? You know what I'm saying? So I can't be like that because I know my history, right? You know what I'm saying? And I grew up around that. I got white people in my family. I got Indians in my family. Like, I ain't a regular black dude. I'm whole East Indian on the other side of my family. You know what I'm saying? So
multiracial.
Exactly. You feel me? And we all are. So it can't really be like that. But I understand those who do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't raise my kids that way. I told them, hey, ain't nothing like no black woman, or no black man, but if that's what you decide you want to do, cool. My son, he had him a couple persuasions, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever. As long as you like girls, real shit, real stuff, bro. I don't even care. As long as you know what I'm saying, you rolling on this side of the fence, we good. You know what I'm saying? So, and even then, I'm, you my son still. I just wouldn't prefer it, and don't know if we can hang out too much.
Man, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
I know a guy. This is one of my mom's friends.
Right.
So he had sons. He got 2 twin boys. That's my age. We grew up together. When we became adults, you know, you don't grow up with these guys every day of your life, but you know, growing up as a child, you remember spending some time with them because they close to your parents or whatnot, right? So, like I said, this guy, my mom's friend, growing up, this is a friend of hers. Again, his 2 sons, same age as me. When we got older, come to find out, one of them full blown LGBT.
Yeah.
You know. It's crazy because these 2 twins like to fight. They like real street dudes.
There's one of them
growing up. You know, that's how they was.
Yeah.
And one of them just full blown in that, you know, in that community. But the father, though, that's what I was getting at. The father, he still treat him like
his boys, like
his boys.
Yeah.
Even though he know his son, like he know his why look like that? Why you look like that? No, but even though his boys is the way they is, one is completely different. They still his boys. He still treat them the same.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like they probably still sit there and watch the game. They still had them father son conversations, but he never changed up on how. What?
No, that's my phone.
He never changed this way of loving them though. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to point that out. You know.
Yeah. So I mean, was he one of those parents that taught them not to date outside their race? You know what I'm saying?
Can't say if he did or not. You know, they growing up in the city of Chicago, South Side.
He just went more so big. Long you like them women. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
I don't know any, you know, men or black parents and growing up. I don't think I met too many black parents that teach their kids not to date outside their race.
I mean,
now that's some black mothers. Because I never hear a father say this. Right. But that's some black mother. You better not bring a white girl home. And Yeah, I hear black women.
You hear that all the time. Yeah, I've heard that too from black fathers too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ain't had no black father in the house, right? You feel me? Okay. So that's how that was. Hold on, let me see. She said she wants to co-host. Let me see if I can bring up who is that, Jade. Let me do that the right way because I don't know if that's gonna change up what I'm doing. Jade, give me 1 second.
Man, make sure y'all like and share.
Like and share, y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping in.
And subscribe too. I didn't make that available.
Try again, Jay. Just hit the request to come up, and you can give your opinion or whatever. Anybody on TikTok want to give their opinion, or anybody watching on YouTube or Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Just type it in here in the comments or whatever. It's gonna come up here. We'll post it and talk about it. Well, if y'all want to come in and talk directly on the show, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can tap in and we'll put y'all up.
And the same for the ones on my live, man.
For sure.
Want to watch us, y'all want to tap in, go to Windy City Underground on YouTube and you can watch live, or if you're on Facebook, WindyCityUnderground.com.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can watch live. We live right now. This is WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station. We live on Dig This with host Moejoe. I'm just in here co-hosting, man. Just trying to keep my boys some company, man.
Yes, sir. It's always good to have somebody to, throw some ideas off. You know what I'm saying? I was going to take a break. I was going to find somebody out there like, man, come in and talk about this right quick, bro. You know how I do, because I'm going to go grab one of them students out of there and tell them come on in here.
Don't get some hours.
Come get some hours, right.
There you go.
I tell them that they don't never write it down. I was the same way though. But anyway, we live on Guerrilla Media Group as well on YouTube. Live on Lero De Niro or Larry Johnson on TikTok.
It's De Niro Lero.
De Niro Lero on TikTok, and Moejoe JoJo 4 on my TikTok. It's a wild one, man. I'm not gonna discriminate, but I do know somebody who does. I know somebody
that channel again was Windy City Underground. That's Windy WI. Matter of fact, look, you can see it back here.
There you go, right there.
Windy City Underground,
no doubt,
and that's on Facebook and YouTube. There you
Indeed.
go. Thanks, cosign. My boy Kappa put it in there for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
there
sir.
You go. Thank you, sir. Y'all go like and follow that page and subscribe to that page and my live too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I do have couple homeboys got difference of opinions, you know what I'm saying? I really was trying to get them in here, you know what I'm saying? They ain't slide though, but it's all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit them one more time and whatnot, but because they have some really strong opinions, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't knock nobody's opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, your opinion might be different than mine, but you be able to talk about it like man, calmly and cool and collective. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So yeah, so he was telling me that, you know, he teaches his kids or his son, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, to stay inside your race. Don't I don't care if it's Asian, Hispanic, none of that. We raising this gonna forever be a black family. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I get that structure. I get that trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you are building up, you know what I'm saying, the race or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the black race or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it was one thing that Broski, what up, what's good with it? You know, oh, that's my boy. Is that Steve-O? No, that ain't Steve-O. But anyway, what's going on, Broski? How you feeling? But yeah, so he was saying that, you know, he gonna teach him that, you know what I'm saying? And he also felt like if he does happen to do something like that, then, you know, we ain't cool no more type deal. And I asked him, I was like, what if he just wanted to try it out, see what it do?
Right.
Say, nah, man, ain't none of that shit.
No trying out. Man, that's strict.
You know, he real strict with it, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because of the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Not just he's just on some more. I don't like them. I hate them or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, one of the reasons why is that he is pro-black, and you know what I'm saying. He'll tell you like I'm prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm not racist. I'm just prejudiced. I look at my race and want to build that up more than anything else.
He's heavy on the stereotype.
Well,
I ain't gonna say heavy on the stereotype.
I don't know if I would use a stereotype, but heavy on his people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Heavy on his people because he don't want. Oh, that's Derry. Oh, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? That's my bad. Derry, what's cracking, bro? Love it. Shit. You know, I'm on here trying to make it happen, bro. Trying to make it happen.
Like,
you too, bro. You want to pop up and give your opinion, bro? You know what I'm saying? Just hit that the request to come up and you can get an opinion, bro. The topic is parents teaching their kids not to date outside their race. You know what I'm saying? You got an opinion about it, you can pop on up, man. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the request button and we'll get you up here. But yeah, you know, he feels strongly about it. And I don't knock him. You know what I'm saying? I got another brother, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I think he may have been brought up a lot differently than the average black dude, you know what I'm saying? So he has a different opinion about the N-word and how that's being used or whatever. And I respect his opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like I get it, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't grow up the same way I grew up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he loved what he saw him snow bunnies. I love my snow bunnies, you know what I'm saying? So and I get it, you know what I'm saying? That's all good, you know what I'm saying? I don't knock it, you know what I'm saying? Some of his views I didn't agree with as far as typical black things, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say too much because I'd rather him be here to explain himself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to say it himself. Well, that's why I ain't say too much about my other bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I would rather him be able to say it to himself. But he definitely feels strongly about, look, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? He feel like they like him more. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that be the case. You know what I'm saying?
Other race.
Yeah, he feel like white girls like him more than black girls. You know what I'm saying? And that's sometimes that be the case. Like you may come and get into a situation where, you know, my whole life, you know what I'm saying, the girls I went to school with didn't like me. I went to school in the hood.
Are you talking?
No, I'm not talking about me. No, I'm saying
okay.
I'm talking about a situation.
Yeah.
Setting up a scenario.
I might say that.
No. I didn't know they liked me for a long time. I will say that. I didn't know. I was oblivious and I was like, oh, snap. all right, I guess I got some gusto. You feel me?
Man, y'all hit my
You
boy
know,
Moejoe.
yes,
It
it was good. I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, but no scenario, you know what I'm saying? You might be a person that, you know, grew up and, you know, maybe girls didn't like you like that, or you know what I'm saying, you wasn't really received well
by the opposite sex.
Exactly. Good word. Because I was gonna say attractive, but you know what I'm saying?
Whether or not they liked you as a boyfriend or as a friend, you know, you just wasn't received.
You wasn't received well, right? So, but and you wasn't gonna flip modes, right? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Flipping modes wasn't on your menu
No,
at all.
it was.
Right. So what you might be willing to do is go step over the other side of that fence and see what the other people's doing over there. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know what I'm saying?
Not.
No, nigga, not that side of the fence. Not that fence.
Oh.
I'm talking about the racial fence.
Oh, okay.
We just talking about we cleared that up early. We cleared that up early with the other statement. You know what I mean? We already cleared it up, but I'm talking about that the other side of the racial fence. You know what I'm saying? You might want to jump over there, and because they cool with you.
One of my viewers said they felt that in school. Kids be mean. They wasn't received by that opposite sex.
Kids are mean, yo. You know what I'm saying?
They're even worse now. Yes, they are.
You know, they you know, it's still whoever's the most popular, the one people like the most until they get exposed, and then now they walking around looking like the goofy or whatever. You know, it all boils down to that in the end of the day. You know, but some of us wasn't able to navigate that situation in school, right? So in turn, we couldn't hang out with the people that look like us or the people who, you know what I'm saying, we used to hanging out with. In turn, I gotta go hang out with, you know what I'm saying, Jose or Hunter. Or, you know what I'm saying, Dylan, you know what I'm saying, or Chang, you know what I'm saying, one of them other people, you know what I'm saying, that respect me and received me well, you know what I'm saying, and didn't worry about the fact that I was lame, a nerd, or color my skin, or any of that. So now I'm doing this with these people. I don't care about who I'm dealing with, regardless of what my mama say, regardless of what my daddy say. It don't matter no more.
But that's the little stuff that people don't even know that be in it when you dealing with racial diversity and stuff like that. Look how adversity, I'm gonna call it, allowed, if that person in that situation did what you just said, look how adversity pushed him to make a friend of another culture just because he was faced with this adversity. You know what I mean? So it's some good and bad behind it. You know what I mean? But no, that type of stuff happens.
Yeah, it definitely happens. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen. I've watched people I grew up with, like all through high school, all through like grammar school, getting to high school. They a totally different person, hanging with totally different people. I'm talking about on this side of the fence and that side of the fence.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about both fences in this case, right? You feel me? You in 8th grade, you cooling a fan. Now you swinging a fan. You know what I'm saying? just last year we was cool, but now you can I say quick? I ain't gonna say, but you know what I was getting ready to say. You feel me? I ain't gonna say it, but the Q word. You know what I'm saying? You was cool last year, and now you that. You feel me? Anyway,
that's what's up.
But a lot of them are put in positions where they don't know how to deal with certain things.
Right.
And so they forced to feel like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a lot of cases when we talking about, you know what I'm saying, people who, you know what I'm saying, float that boat the other direction. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you probably just wasn't received by the people you wanted to be. And the people who did receive you, they just happen to be them type of people.
And you just end up forming a whole persona of being that type of person. Because that's what received.
Exactly. You put that mask on. You put that mask on, bro. I've been saying this for years, bro. I get into a lot of arguments when I make this statement. I talk about that, especially when I say this about people who are in that community, who are in that, you know what I'm saying, LGBTQ, whatever community, you know what I'm saying? They hate when I mention this because a lot of them came up that way. And the only reason I know, because I watched a dude that was cool, we was cool, and then all of a sudden he started doing different stuff. Man got blowed and skipped home one day. Huh? The whole way. Huh? What you doing? Because I rolled my back past.
Like,
yeah, just
and what grade?
This was like freshman, no, 8th grade.
Not skipping home in 8th grade.
Skipped home in 8th grade, bro. But see, he probably was nurtured a different kind of way, right? And he liked girls. But see, he was a soft dude. He was kind of soft. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he didn't get received properly by people that probably would have influenced him to be, you know what I'm saying, the person that he always wanted to be. So now he this other dude, right? Hanging out with the dudes that play like he play. You know You know what I'm saying? And all y'all just really goofies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just happen to be, now I'm finna rock with these other cats. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, bro. That's real. Same thing with the racial thing, bro. We sit there and we talk about, you know what I'm saying? Man, for real, bro. For real. Same thing with the racial thing. We sit there and talk about, you know what I'm saying? He not black enough. You know what I'm saying? He not this. He a lame. He dressed like a white boy, or dressed like you look like the Asian kid from, you know what I'm saying? You get real mean or whatever. And then that person says, well, you know what? I'm gonna go hang with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they cool. They don't treat me no kind of way. And they probably is, but you ain't seeing it. You turning the blind eye to it, or you don't see it. Because these are the people that accept you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that girl who went out of town with a bunch of YT women or whatever, the one she went to school with, and she was the only one that passed away. You know what I'm saying? The black girl, the only one that passed away.
When they went to Cancun?
No. That Cancun was with that group of people from, you know, they all knew each other. That was a group of black people. And then the one girl, I assume, this is what I assume, she got into a fight. You know what I'm saying? And they jumped her and they probably unalived her by accident. Right.
That was the girl.
That was a girl, yeah, Cancun.
So which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about, this might have been the year before, the same year. It was a black girl that went out of town with a bunch of white girls or whatever. And all of them came back but her. She ended up passing away. Yep. That's crazy, right?
Why you putting that? I feel like I've been living under a rock. Why I didn't hear about that one?
Yeah, man. Crazy work. You know. So I don't know, man. It's nuts.
Y'all gonna send them gifts, man. We got 15-minute flash code.
Yeah, it's a 15-minute flash code. You learning all kinds of stuff over there. I don't even know that, bro. What that is?
I got 15-minute flash code.
What that mean?
You gotta send a little heart when you hold it like this.
Okay. Okay.
15 minutes. That's my goal, man.
Okay. I got to see. Look, he learned. He just got here. I've been on here a lot longer. I don't even know what's going on. Chris, what's good? Who was that? Key to happiness. What's good? Man,
I've been learning, man. I've been
you got to.
I didn't set up a subscription.
Yeah,
you can pay $3 a month to subscribe to you, boy.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna start all the content that I got sitting on, all the stuff I've been editing. I'm gonna start putting that out on that subscription.
Look,
you know,
that's okay.
All my little reels, anything I shot, all my subscribers gonna get.
You got to tease them with some on the page too, though. Make sure you tease them with something so they want to do that. You feel me? Yeah. Yes, sir. I got all the ideas, but don't be doing that.
Same here, brother.
All the ideas, we don't do that.
We gonna do it together, man.
Yes, sir. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That, like I said, it's hot again. I believe that same thing takes place when we talking about race and kids. You know what I'm saying? I grew up and had this one of my white friends. I don't even say it like that, but we talking about race, so I want to highlight the fact that he was a white kid or whatever. He what's going on, Stella? What's going on, Stella D? What's good? He was one of those kids that his father told him not to be my friend, right? Because I was black, you know what I'm saying? But we used to play all day in school, right? You know what I'm saying? We'll come home and play until he get home, or my dad's home, I gotta go home, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in the hundreds. And then we moved to the burbs, went back to the hundreds, then moved to the 43rd Wabash or something like that, with a person my mama was dealing with at the time. Then moved back to the hundreds, then moved back to the burbs. Okay, so I always was back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Switching schools all the time. That's why I know so many people, because I never was in the same school for a really long time. You know what I'm saying?
1 year, that was it.
A year here, a year there. Yeah. I think when I got to high school, that's when I did all 4 years. Yeah, outside of that, it was bouncing around.
Man, we got a similar story in a lot of aspects, bro.
I'm telling you.
Let me find out you my doppelganger.
I swear. Libra, what's good? I'm telling you, TDG Demon, what's good with it? We appreciate y'all coming in. But yeah,
thank you, sis, for subscribing.
He was one of those kids that I had to be careful with when I was playing with him, because I was always nervous. Like, man, what would his pops do if he did see us or whatever? I don't want him to beat him up, right? And then I don't want to act like I'm scared of him. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't scared of nobody. I don't care what about his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know. And he wasn't worried about his daddy.
He was a kid talking about I ain't scared of his daddy.
Yeah, I ain't scared of his daddy. What? Get your daddy.
You ever asked
boy.
Y'all be in there playing the game. Hey, yo, shut up. No, you shut up, Mr. Jones.
Hey, I probably would have said that to him at that age. You know what I'm saying? That's because he wasn't my people's.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah,
that's funny.
You know, but he was one of those kids that grew up and his parents told him not to have black friends. You know what I'm saying? And one day I was by his house. I went to his house after school, and he wanted me to. We was sitting. He wanted me to come in or whatever. I was like, "You sure, bro?" Because you know what I'm saying, I want your pops to come in. You know what I'm saying? He tried to shoot, unalive me. I almost said it on TikTok. You know, he trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put one in me. Try to pop me. Yeah, there we go. Because everything is me. No Diddy, knock on wood, all that. Anyway, pause. Okay, so anyway, you know, I ain't want him to get in no trouble, and I ain't want this dude act like he was gonna do something to me, put his hands on me, and I gotta fight for my life, get up out of there. He trying to unalive me in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm black. You know, so I told him I was getting ready to leave because it was getting late. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't been home yet. You know what I'm saying? I got to get to the crib. This dude grabbed me and said, "Please, please, please don't go." I'm talking about grabbed me, hugged me, like, please, please. Kid. Yeah. So at first it kind of freaked me. I'm like, damn, bro, let me go, bro. I'm finna get up out of here. What you want, fam? You know? And then as I'm walking home, I'm thinking about it. I was like, man, he probably don't want his daddy might be doing something to him. You know what I'm saying? He even said, hold on, I'm gonna come with you. You know what I'm saying? So I was, you know, I don't know what dude at now. Never ran into him. Dev, what's good, brother? Dev, what's good? Lovely, what's good? What's good? Remember, y'all want to comment on this topic, man? Let me know. Just request up, and I will patch y'all in to the radio. To the live. You know what I'm saying? Directly in from the TikTok. But that's one of the guys I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Good brother. He's a strong black man. Want to keep it how you want to keep it. You feel me? If he want to come up and tell this, you know what I'm saying, piece about it, he can, or whatever. He want to comment on it down in the comments, whichever. But yeah, he was one of those kids that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, his father just had too much control over him, right? Mm-hmm. And he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't even be a regular kid and, you know what I'm saying, have friends the way he wanted to have them and not see, you know what I'm saying, the negativity, you know what I'm saying, behind it. Yeah, you know. So I felt for Shorty, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, because I got up out of there. I thought he was on some weird stuff, bro. You know, I'm like, I'm finna move around, fam. And then as I on the way home, I ain't think about like his daddy probably be messing with him or something. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the case. But lovely. The topic is parents who teach their kids not to date outside their race. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree with that? Do you not agree with that? What's your opinion on it? Quick or whatever. How much time we got? We still got some time. Yeah, it's just 3:00. Ricky ain't here right now, no way. But yeah, my opinion was I don't knock anybody who dates outside their race. I have done it before myself, so I really be a hypocrite to say anything other than that. But I do agree. I do believe that there's no better woman than a black woman in any way, form, shape, or however you can create her. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing better than a black woman, right? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing better for a black man than a black woman. Ain't nothing better for a black woman or a man to accept or to take or to conquer than a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Or a black man. But I don't knock anybody to do. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Is she loving you better than Shantae will? Hey, Heather loving you better than Tisha. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I see we got a couple requests to come up. Let me Bluetooth myself in real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all.
We got some requests to come in now.
Yeah. We're going to get this together right quick. Give me 1 second. Find my roadcaster. Life jacket. Should we see?
And everybody on my live, man, I want to thank y'all for coming in and viewing, man. Like and share. If y'all watching this, man, you already dope. You already great. You're already successful. You know what I mean?
And done. Okay, we are connected. All right, so we're gonna bring Dev, request up again, Brody. It had timed out. Request up again. Lovely request up again too. And I'm gonna bring y'all up one by one, and we're gonna get it together. But yeah, so like I say, I felt bad for Shorty for you know, feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about my opinion. So yeah, I don't knock anyone for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock anyone for feeling like, you know what I'm saying, that they want to date outside their race. Dev look like he's still getting in there right now. I'm sending a request, but I'm gonna bring y'all up one by one. Let's see if we can get Dev up first. And I'm gonna go to you, Darion, and then we're gonna get Lovely up here. Let's see if we can get him up. Let me know if you can join, Dev, and I'm gonna turn you up in the mic. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Dev, what's good, my boy?
Can you hear him?
We're gonna bring him up one at a time. I got him muted. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you now, brother. You all good. You all good.
Hey, what's up with you? What's up with you?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, man.
So real quick before you start, you know what I'm saying? I am on the radio, so you can cuss, just don't be too don't go crazy.
We on air?
We on air right now. We are on air right now. Yeah, he from Cali, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Dev from Cali. Yeah,
Shout out everybody in California.
Yeah, so go ahead and get your opinion right quick, man.
So look at that, homie, straight up. I look at it like this, bro. Like, it ain't just the color, bro. It's the culture, man. It's the culture I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push that Black American culture. You feel me? Because the thing is this, bro. Like, every other culture is able to keep themselves together except for us. My bad, that's people in the background.
It's okay.
But like, when the Indians, when the Asians, when everybody say, "Oh, this is what we do and this is how we push our generational wealth," nobody look at it no type of way. But when we say it, we always are getting told no, and a lot of times we get told no. It be by other Black people because they so institutionalized. They self-love looks like hate to them.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, man. I'm gonna teach my son. My son can love whoever he wants to love. I don't care. But if he wants to get any of the money or any of the wealth that I have built, me and my wife, he gonna have to be with a Black woman, not an African, not a Caribbean, a Black woman.
I feel you.
If not, he can build his own wealth.
I feel you. Like I say, I don't knock your opinion, bro. We may have a difference of opinion, but I definitely understand it. Like you have a real valid reason for feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? You definitely do. So I definitely understand and I respect it, bro. I appreciate you coming up and saying your piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, I'll get this out of here now.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. Peace,
right,
peace,
bro.
peace.
Take it easy. Peace and blessings.
Yes, sir. So we got my boy Darion, man. My boy Darion, one of the brothers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir. What's happening, boy? You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yo, what's going on?
Yes, sir. What's going on, beloved?
What's going on?
Moejoe.
Yes, sir. What's going down with it, bro? How you feeling, man?
Man, I feel good, man.
Indeed. That's always good.
Man.
Always
man,
good.
Just happen to come past to see you on here. It's good to see you.
Yes, sir. You too, brother. You too. You had an opinion about the dating outside the race or teaching kids to date outside, not to date outside the race. You got an opinion about that?
Yeah, man. You know I got an opinion. If ain't nobody got an opinion, I got one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you got for me?
It's just funny because I just had a personal experience with this at work.
Okay.
So I figured maybe I'll just go ahead and run that through y'all. I'm working side by side with this white girl, this European lady.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And as we working, we just chopping it up and like that, stuff like that. And she was explaining to me that her dad was racist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Like, damn, we still got racist white guys, and it's crazy because she a younger white chick. She probably like 27 or something like that. But they grew up in like the south suburb, like state, like that, and she was explaining to me that she was raised in an old slave home and stuff like that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, out in Stega, man. I'm like, whoa, so it's still that close. Like slavery is still and she like, I don't know if she was bragging on it or happy, or she was just letting me know. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, my house was an old slave home, and my dad is racist, and I'm like, dang, so it's still going down. And I was like kind of offended a little bit because I'm like, man, so he raising you to kind of get a cold shoulder to black people, and I'm like, man, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
In 2025, you know what I'm saying? Especially when we work together, and now I understand why you kind of treat me like this at work a little bit. But
so do she treat you any kind of way different while you at work? Like mean, or did she give you extra respect?
Yeah.
Oh, she on some mean stuff.
Nah,
okay.
She be kind of like flexing her muscle a little bit at me.
Okay.
And I think she was trying to kind of give me a excuse on why she's like that, because I think she don't like being like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I mean that can definitely be the case sometimes, bro. Like, and I was gonna bring that up. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I was gonna bring that up. That a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, they get brought up like that, and then they see the world, but they don't know how to pull themselves away from that. You feel me? They can't pull themselves away from what they were brought up thinking and brought up to feel. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a
habit for them.
It's a habit they got to break now. You know what I'm saying? A horrible habit. You know, so yeah, I get that, and it's the fact that she was willing to tell you that makes me feel like that she was trying to, you know what I'm saying, explain to you like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just kind of something that's stuck in me. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I appreciate you popping up, man, giving us your insight on your views on that, man, and dropping that story for us or whatever. You know what I mean? We got my boy T Streets in here. He was another one that had a really strong opinion. You want to come in, tap in, bro? We can put people on the radio right now, bro. You go ahead, request up. We're gonna get you in here. We're gonna bring up Lovely. I think Lovely had an opinion. Broski, hit my line, man. You got it, man. I appreciate you. Slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You be safe, bro.
Hey, Moejoe.
What's going on? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. What's going on with you?
So, like you said, I don't necessarily knock it. You know, if somebody loves you better than I can, then go ahead. But I also think that.
Oh, she might have got a text message or something. Give her a second. Give her a second. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about TikTok. It cut you off. But here she goes. She back.
So, like, I don't knock it, but at the same time, I feel like when you date outside your race, like, they're not going to really understand the struggles and the things that we go through on a daily basis. Even just dealing with, like, police brutality, they may not understand exactly the extent of what it is. And so that's why I'm against it, because I don't feel like they'll ever understand, like, the life that we live. And even if we explain it to them, they just won't understand it because they don't live that. They don't have to live. Like, if a police pull you over and, you know, the fear that you may have, even if you don't do nothing, you know? So they don't
just pulling you over because, hey, your tail light went out.
To that extent.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. You know, like she said, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them won't understand the plight, will understand our fight, understand what we do, what we deal with every day. You know what I'm saying? And that goes into an opinion, an unpopular opinion that some may have, but an opinion that I'm still respecting, that one of the other guys may have, you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying, race. CJ look like he want to come up. CJ, you want to come up and give your opinion, man? We're going to bring you up in just a second, bro. You know what I'm saying? We talking about dating outside the race.
Like, it's messed up because sometimes they really don't want to live like that anymore, but it's so deep rooted in them that they don't know how to undo it.
Okay, CJ,
and so they unintentionally just are looking at us with that through those lenses, like all black people do blank 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 blank, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just messed up, and I couldn't see myself doing it. I'll just say
for sure, CJ, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that opinion, because that's a really good point to bring up, that, you know, even though those of us, it might be some of us that will deal with people outside our race or whatever, the things that we deal with daily, the fact that we already mentally unstable when we come out the womb because of the color of our skin, and you know what I'm saying, that our bodies aren't right because of the things that we've been brought up to and fixed to eat, you know what I'm saying, and put through our bodies or whatever. It goes into our own kids and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, as we have them. You know, we already with our backs up against the wall, you know what I mean? So
right. So I wouldn't want to date somebody who unintentionally or intentionally have like a nasty outlook on my people in general, you know?
Yeah, for sure. No doubt. That's a definite fact. That's a definite fact. You know what I mean?
But yeah, thank you for bringing me up.
Yeah, no problem. Let me see if I can get one more person up here. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you. You have a great rest of your day, and I'm probably going I ain't got a lot of juice left, so I might have to. Once this is over, I'm probably gonna charge my phone. But you know, anytime I get up, my phone finna die. But no doubt, I appreciate you, lovely. Be smooth. All right, in a minute. I was trying to see if I get my homeboy T Streets in here. In the meantime, if there's anybody else who wants to give their humble opinion, I would definitely bring you up. And other than that, man, you know, it's been a pretty good show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
See, I like these type of topics. I like these topics that people get uncomfortable talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, CJ, the topic was parents who teach their kids not to date outside their race. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, my opinion was, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. I've been there before, but I would rather a melanated woman, pretty much in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? And we were just giving our opinions about that in different scenarios and whatnot. Different things that people have been through. You know what I'm saying? Different aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? Where people may have been brought up like that, you might feel they have or not. You know. Larry, what was did you get your opinion on it all? I don't know if you even got your opinion on it.
I want to say I did. Did
you? Well, go and give it again right quick. I just gave mine again.
Well, yeah, so my opinion on it, man, it's as far as how I will teach my kids, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, again, I would prefer to keep it in the race, you know. Now I can't go to the extent that I heard somebody say if he want to get whatever benefits that I got left over, he gonna have to. And you know, I don't know about going to that extent. I don't want to discriminate on nothing. You know what I mean? I accept my son and whoever, you know, he chose to be with, long as it's a woman. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I get that for sure.
Am I gonna like try to push or urge him to only deal with? No. But if he has the question of, you know, dealing with different races and things like that, I'm gonna give him all the information he needs. But as of right now, I'm a realistic person. So realistically looking at it, my son more than likely is gonna be around black women. Yeah. He's in a public school system. You know what I mean? Maybe it's probably until he get in high school. You know what I mean? So like I said, when that road comes and he asked me about it, and then we had that conversation. Yeah. But for right now, my son only 9, 10 years old. You know what I mean?
When you start asking that question, you know what I mean? And that's what I was just getting ready to touch on. Like, for me, when that time comes, like right now, you know what I'm saying? My daughter at 15, so now I got to start talking about certain things. And I always have. I'm not parent that throw little tidbits and gems out there. And so as you growing up, you done heard it before. So when I'm telling it to you when you're 14, 15 years old, it ain't new. You done heard me say it before. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they 14, 15 years olds, they want to rebel and everything else and do what the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Every aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? But certain things I'm going to say, so when you hear it, you done heard it before, and you're going to apply it in your life as you get older. You know what I'm saying? You might not even apply it right now. You might think daddy tripping or whatever, possibly tripping, but you're going to apply it later on in life. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep saying it. You know what I mean? Where was I going with that? Damn it, I hate when I do that. Oh, I was talking about being transparent with my son and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to have those conversations with her now. My youngest daughter, you know what I'm saying? I had those conversations with my son, you know what I'm saying? But my youngest daughter, I didn't really have to have that conversation with my oldest daughter. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, the baby, you know what I'm saying? Her, just be a kid. Same thing I did with all of them. Just be a kid. Don't even worry about none of that right now. In the end of the day, you're gonna hear me say certain things, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna understand, Pops, you know, he like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm allowing you to be who you are. That's you know what I'm saying? Right, I want you to hear me, you know what I'm saying, see the model, right? And then try to use that as a template, you know what I'm saying, to possibly base your life off of. That's why you try your hardest to be, you know what I'm saying, the best parent you can be. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always easy, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing I wanted to mention with bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids don't get to a point where they rebel. You know what I'm saying? They ain't that they don't love you or respect what you said, but they're going to rebel against what you want to do because, hey, this is my friend, or I like her, or I like him. You know what I'm saying? Or I love him and I love her. It don't, you know what I'm saying? And I want to marry her. Or I want to get whatever. And maybe it don't work out. And then maybe he get back, me and Shantae back together. You know what I'm saying? You going to be cool with him then? You're going to still shut him down because of what he did back in the day. So, you know, I get it for sure. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand it. I understand the aspect. But I think if you what he's doing now is putting him in position to understand what he's looking for and what he wants out of his son or whatever. He'll hear that, and I believe his son probably gonna respect some of that stuff as he gets older. You know what I'm saying?
As it plays into real life.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be a good influence on him. You know what I'm saying? But if it's gonna be a time, and I feel like it is, so I think we all, no matter how pro-black we are or pro whatever we are, you know what I'm saying, that we look at another race or another person and be like, damn, she decent though. She decent as hell. Like we gonna do that once or twice because they do that with us. So you can hate us all you want, right? You know what I'm saying? But you gonna look at that black woman and be like, damn. You don't look. A lot of y'all don't look at y'all like that. You feel me? And that's because you in deep down inside, you cool with us.
I say this all the time, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Women is the cause in the end to a lot of different things.
It's
crazy to say that.
War,
and peace.
You know I was gonna say. You know I was gonna say that exactly. You know what I'm saying?
War and peace.
Definitely.
Women hold that power. A lot of men can't get that power. To have both in their hands.
Yeah. So a lot of, especially in the black community, right? Because you know what I'm saying, we always, the single black mother, whatever. A lot of us were raised by single black mothers. You know what I'm saying? What's your single black mother always tell you? You better not bring no white girl home. You know what I'm saying? So that was their way of telling us, you know what I'm saying, subliminally. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. What time, man? We gonna get this man 30 minutes. We gonna give him 30 minutes, man. He gotta get himself together. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody that slid, man. Everybody came to the TikTok. Everybody that commented on my YouTube, Windy City YouTube, Windy City Facebook. Live. Everybody on Lero Live to shout it out, man. Y'all been dope. I was telling somebody earlier, I'll be trying to play music sometimes or whatever. But this we gonna talk some real stuff here, man. It's still Windy City Underground. It's still your music, your station. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So you got some music you want to put up, some music you want to play, some music you want to hear. Want us to rock with you? Put it up here. T Streets, you got some music, man. Put that. Send it,
put
bro.
The barcode
send
on
it. What about where I get the barcode? What was it?
Asset.
Okay, is it now?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Let me get this barcode up here.
Down. It's right there. Boom. Up.
There you go. Yeah. So let me put it up here right quick so ones can see it. Let's flip this screen right quick. Scan that barcode, man. If you can do it right here or not, I don't know, but I'll send it to you, bro. Y'all already got music, or I'll put it in the chat too, so y'all have it. Y'all got some music, bro. Let me know you put it. All of y'all, okay, every one of y'all. If y'all got some music, y'all want to play, want played on here, bro. We gonna play it for you. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody, all right. Everybody in the group. Send that. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna take a picture of this and I'm gonna send it and put it in there. Y'all send it in, man. And that way, when I do my music breaks, I'm playing the music for the people that's listening. You feel me? Hold on. I think. Oh no, she just joined in. Did you? Let me see. I don't know. We got another comment or not? I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. See if we got another comment. But yeah. So yeah, send y'all music in. Also, February 28th. For the love of photography, we gotta get another flyer. I'm gonna put the one out on my Instagram, TikTok, or whatnot, with the barcode. Those of you in the Chicagoland area will be in the Chicagoland area and want to get a free photo or a bundled photo. You might want a series of photos. Come do the For the Love of Photography with your boy Moejoe and Lero De Niro, and we trying to make it happen. Mac and cheese, what's good? We trying to make it happen. Appreciate the heartbeat. So yeah, February 28th for the Love of Photography photo shoot. It's a themed 4th of July. It's 4th of July themed, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to come here for 4th of July pictures. You know what I'm saying? 4th of July pictures may not be what you want. Hold on, we got a request here. Let's get it up.
We got a request for him.
Chrissy, what's good?
What's going on, Chrissy? Did you?
I'm turned up, yeah. She ain't said nothing yet.
Oh shit! Hey.
You had hit the request, so I didn't know if you wanted to make your comment.
No, I'm sorry. No, because I was outside wiping it.
Oh, okay. Okay. No doubt. Well, shit. Appreciate you sliding anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You be great.
Be great.
Be blessed.
Always come through.
Indeed. I already know. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, peace out. I appreciate you. We finna shut it down anyway. Can I put my people out there? Yeah, you can. You want to say something? You want to request up? You can come on up. All right, Chrissy, I'm gonna get at you in a minute. Appreciate you tapping in.
Everybody on my live,
All
man.
right.
Thank y'all for viewing.
No doubt, no doubt.
Make sure y'all like and share, man. Y'all the best. Love y'all.
We're gonna get a couple more in, man. I ain't seen this dude anyway. I only saw her, so anyway. Mac and cheese, what's good? What's good?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm cool.
She was like, "Can I put my people out there?" What you mean? You gonna put your peoples out there? You know what we talking about?
Yeah.
You know what the topic is?
Not really.
All right, well, just say your piece. It don't even matter. Now I'll tell you the topic. Go ahead and say your piece.
I don't know if y'all was doing a song review or what.
No, so what we were doing was I was just talking about music or whatever. If you got some people, yeah, definitely. If you got some people that wanna you got some music, I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post that that QR code on TikTok. So you go to my page and check it out or whatever. And then I'm gonna post it in the group for everybody else or whatever. But yeah, the topic was parents who teach their kids not to date outside their race. You know what I'm saying? Do you have an opinion about that you want to drop real quick before we end?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So,
tell us what you want us to hear.
Okay, so I have 4 adult kids now.
Okay.
Well, 4 adults. And my 3 oldest, they all are dating outside of their race.
Okay. The 3 oldest.
They all 6.
Okay.
My youngest just graduated.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
No doubt. Shout out to
Congratulations.
So thank you. So the oldest one, he's been with his for like 6, 7 years. The next to the oldest about 3, and then my baby girl about 3 as well. And then my youngest, he's off to college at the beginning of August. So.
Okay. So yeah, so they dating. So how do you feel about? Is that something that you are like don't want to be or?
I love it.
Oh, so you okay with it? You love
Their
it.
dad was against it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they like my daughter and her boyfriend came down here, and my son, he just wanted something simple, a dinner. He paid like almost $400 or $500 dinner bill.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, he spent the bag,
like,
didn't
he? Not only that, they before that took him to the mall. Like he wears size 12. You know those are expensive.
Yeah. Right. I was saying size. We both said anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they
12 and a half, depending on the shoes.
I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm for it.
Okay.
Like, I'm all for it, but not like I said, they dad. Nah, not too much.
So he ain't really like
kind of made up. Yeah, and growing up, I think they kind of was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do the opposite just because you say so.
That's another thing that might happen. That's a good point. A lot of times you push your kids, and then all of a sudden now they doing the exact opposite because you didn't push it on them so much. Like they so curious and want to know why daddy say this, why mama say that. You know.
All right, so the life hack is tell them to do the other part so they can do what you really want, right?
Hey man, you know what? That might not work. You be like, yeah, go get with her, bro. Yeah, you know, you see that flat. No, let me not be mean.
It's like how the fathers do their daughters when they try to get rid of their daughter boyfriend. So they act like they really like them.
Oh, he's really cool. You know what? Come on over here, son. You know, cuffing them up and stuff. You know. But yeah, I definitely get. That's a good point. That's a good point. I appreciate you tapping in and giving your opinion. That's 100.
Of course.
Yes, man.
Sorry,
I appreciate it. No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Believe me, it's all good. I ain't worried about no way else. All right, you know what I mean? But yeah, peace out. I appreciate you tapping in.
Peace. Stay blessed.
In a minute.
All right. You as well.
All right. You know, glasses, what's good, man? Hey, you know, it's 11 o'clock over there. It's a little early, man. You know what I mean? Chrissy with the comments, she's like, oh, man. No doubt. Glasses, man, real quick, bro. Real quick. I got a couple minutes left. The topic is parents who teach their kids not to date outside their race. Do you have a comment about that? Opinion about it? How do you feel? You want to tap in? Go ahead, hit the request and request up, and we're gonna bring you up, and you're gonna go live on the radio with me right now. Well, let me know. I got a few minutes before I'm gonna shut him down. But other than that, man, okay, I see the request. Let's get him on up. What's going on, brother?
First off, shout out to Mojo, y'all. Big shout out to you doing your thing, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Brother.
Full, thank you. Yeah, appreciate you.
No,
Bro,
man,
he slid right on in, tap the button for me. You know what I mean? You know.
No,
yeah.
but
Chrissy said she wasn't never taught that.
Everybody has their
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has their preference, but I mean, me personally, I mean, it's something about a sister, man.
No
something
doubt
about a sister. It just make you. It almost make you speechless. Sometimes it's even unexplainable to me.
Take the words out your mouth.
Out your mouth,
man. I'm trying. Man, I'm trying.
You be in mid conversation, be like, huh?
I forgot what I was even talking about. So good.
I mean, like who you don't like, but love who you love. But me personally, like, shout out to all my queens out there, my melanin queens.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all been holding it down since before the beginning of the time. So I just had to say that, man. And I appreciate you for bringing me up, Mojo, for real.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. I appreciate you, man.
What's up, baby?
That's him. That's him right
That's it right there with the
what's up, baby?
Take me out today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
you feel me? Hey, but nah, for real though, man. I appreciate your opinion, man. I definitely do. And I respect it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. I feel the same way. Ain't nothing like no black woman to me, bro. In whatever form of fashion. How you got to mix her up. You feel me? Ain't nothing like one. You know what I'm saying?
Women of color? Oh, no other.
You can have all this stuff in it, but as soon as you throw that darkness in it, it ain't nothing but darkness. You feel me?
And we always say melanin for the win.
Melanin for the win.
Hey. Women of color, no other.
No other, you feel me? But yeah, you know, like I say, ain't no discrimination to anybody watching or anybody anywhere, you know what I'm saying? We just talking about what we like, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that, hey, you know what I'm saying, we do respect what everybody else got going on.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But Glasses, I appreciate you tapping in, bro. I appreciate you. Be safe, dog.
Peace and blessings,
brother.
Yes, in a minute.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. See, this is what I was trying to incorporate. You know what I'm saying? So, and this was better than the last time we had a lot of people come up. You know what I'm saying? They want to get their opinion. I appreciate everybody that slid, man. You know what I'm saying? That definitely made the show a little bit better today. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Having them people be able to tap in and get their opinion.
Everybody that chimed in, viewed. If you watched this, whether it was on Facebook, whether it was on YouTube. Maybe you didn't catch the live, but you watched it after we aired the live.
And you went back and just checked it out
right now.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you rewound it.
You know what I mean?
You played it back right quick.
You know what I mean?
Y'all ain't got to this part. So when you get here,
y'all the ones, man. Y'all
appreciate
the real
y'all.
ones.
You feel me? Appreciate y'all. You know where we at?
Chicago, nigga.
Oh, I got
you didn't do it right.
I didn't do it.
It's cool.
Yeah, I thought we fixed that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I thought we fixed that though. My bad. Y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all slide, man. Appreciate Lero De Niro coming in here, tapping in with me, and you know he was interested in this topic, and I appreciate ones coming in and sliding when I got something good to talk about. I just
support my boy, man.
You feel me? I appreciate
the topic. I'm gonna support
you. 100. I appreciate that. You feel me? Everybody on TikTok, I appreciate y'all. Mac and Cheese, Chrissy. Glasses, lovely. Everybody that slid, man. CJ, everybody that slid and said something, had an opinion, wanted to tap in with your boy. I appreciate y'all, man. It's been 100. So we gonna get up out of here, man. It's Windy City Underground, man. Your music, your station. You feel me? It's your boy Mojo, man. And we had Lero De Niro in the building today.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. In a minute, we gonna get at y'all later. Peace.
WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station.